the more we consciously try to achieve something, the less likely we are to succeed. Writers often find inspiration once they stop trying so hard to come up with ideas. Once we stop caring so much about the outcome, we open ourselves up to better results. In the end, the objective is to not care too much about outcomes and to embrace a non-striving mindset, which can lead to optimal performance and better outcomes. Now let's take a look at the law of reverse effect, which is a psychological concept that suggests that the harder one consciously tries to do something, the more difficult it becomes to achieve. This concept is also known as the law of reverse effort, or the backwards law. The law of reverse effects is rooted in the idea that the subconscious mind is more powerful than the conscious mind, and that conscious effort can actually hinder subconscious response. The backwards law has been applied to various areas of life, including sports, relationships, and creativity. The concept is often associated with the idea of Wu Wei in Taoism, which emphasizes the importance of stepping away from busyness and letting things happen. The law of reverse effects can be applied practically in many ways, such as overcoming writer's block or improving penalty kicks. The backwards law is often associated with the paradoxical art of doing and not doing, or combining relaxation with activity, to achieve proficiency and results. The law of reverse effect also applies to our psychological well-being, as trying to control our mental states often hinders us. Ultimately, the message is that once we stop caring so much about the outcome, we open ourselves up to better results. A related concept is the mental control paradox, which is a psychological concept that refers to the idea that the more we try to control our thoughts, emotions, or behaviors, the less control we actually have. The control paradox is the inherent self-contradiction that remains hidden because we are usually unsuccessful in our controlling, or at best only partially successful. The more we try to control things, the less we are open to what is actually happening, and we often miss out on a lot as a result. Control is often an illusion, and we tend to stretch some control to thinking we have much more control than is true. Unwanted negative thinking drives emotional distress, and this means that control over our thoughts is essential. However, the more we try to control our negative thoughts, the more they persist and bother us, leading to obsession or preoccupation despite our best efforts to ignore them. Trying to suppress a thought has paradoxical effects as a self-control strategy, and it can lead to obsession or preoccupation despite an individual's best efforts to ignore the thought. The pink elephant paradox illustrates that trying to suppress a thought is likely to make it more intrusive, leading to negative emotions, distractibility, and poor decision-making. The more we try to suppress unwanted and intrusive thoughts, the more they will bother us, and this can negatively affect our emotions, focus, and decision-making. Managing obsessive or intrusive thoughts involves learning how to avoid the associated pitfalls of negative emotions, distractibility, and poor decision-making. Research shows that humans struggle with thought suppression, and forcing ourselves to be creative or control our ideas can hinder our progress. The law of reverse effect also comes into play here, as the more we care about achieving a certain outcome, the more likely it is to elude us. The ancient Taoists recognized this and proposed the idea of Wu Wei, or effortless action, where optimal performance emerges when we don't strive for it. The state of being in the zone, characterized by a lack of discursive thoughts about the past and future, is a result of this non-striving mindset. When our focus is solely on the task at hand without worrying about future achievements or past failures, our performance is enhanced. Caring too much about the results can hinder action and prevent us from responding effectively to the present moment. By letting go of worry and being open to the environment, we increase the likelihood of achieving the desired outcome. Ultimately, results come through actions, not through constantly thinking about or desiring them. Thank you for watching. As always, subscribe, like, hit the notification button and comment below on your take.